I gotta ask. There's no doubt that you have your favorites, guys that have grown with the company.
Right.
They're all kind of on their way out now. I know you're a busy guy, but is there ever a point where you kind of, I'm getting old, finding yourself being nostalgic?
I'm getting old.
Yeah, just the whole. It's a new wave of mixed martial arts. This is all these guys are on the way out, and you're directly a part of that, considering when you bought the company and how these guys grew.
Right. Yeah. No, it's been crazy. I mean, I think the weirdest one for me was, you know, Chuck retiring. I mean, Chuck, I managed him before we even owned the UFC. So when that whole thing happened, it was different. But you know, and there's a lot of good people coming into the sport now, and a lot of big stars from, you know, Cain Velasquez. You saw the pop for him tonight. Are you shitting me? Think about this, when just that rivalry with Brazil and Mexico, when these two fight, that's going to be a huge fight. It really is. You know, you got stars like Cain, you got John Jones, George St. Pierre is still here, you got Ronda Rousey. I mean, the list goes on and on of all these people, and we had a great season in The Ultimate Fighter. You know, a couple of really good guys came off that season. It's good stuff, man. The sport continues to grow. And
do you ever catch yourself being nostalgic though? Like
being what?
Nostalgic. Like thinking about those guys.
Never. Sometimes, you know, I do. I'd be tonight when we got here. I always have these suites up in the lofts here, right?
Skyloft.
Yeah. So I'm in the skyloft when we're walking down that hallway, and I literally said tonight when we were walking down the hallway, I go, dude, you know what this reminds me? When we first started breaking through and we were doing these things, I used to throw huge parties up in the skyloft, right? These big parties. Everybody would come, and when Chuck would win a fight, he'd come to the party after. And it was crazy. Now when the fight's over, I like fucking run and hide somewhere to go eat, and then I go home. I'm old. Okay, that's what that means. I'm old. The parties are over. And but yeah, I just said that tonight. That when Chuck would fight in Vegas, when this thing started to take off, it was awesome. It was crazy, and it was so much fun because it was so new, and we were finally making it. You know, we were on the way up, and now it's just like we got so much shit to do between programming all these different countries and the Fox. I mean, the Fox deal alone is a beast. If you look, how many of you guys have Fuel? You guys, a lot of you guys have Fuel? Did you see Fuel before the UFC was on Fuel? And I'm not, listen, I'm an action sport.
Once.
It's like motocross.
You never saw it?
I never watched the station once until
If you saw the turnaround from how that network was to what it is now, it's unbelievable. You know, they've had the biggest growth ever in the history of Fuel. The numbers would continue every month. They keep doing better and better and better. And the television, the network is badass. If you're a UFC fan, I feel sorry for the people that don't have Fuel, because it is an awesome network. But doing things like that, like building these networks with these guys that are super smart guys and really behind the UFC and want to grow the sport too. It's a lot of work, but it's very cool.
Is there ever a point where you think, and you're a competitive guy, when you've conquered everything, is that, I mean, Fox is done. I guess there's still the premium deal out there, but you know, what's left at this point for you?
Well, the thing that drives me is I don't even think about that stuff yet, because I know how much work there is to do, you know, and I'm so arrogant about it. I honestly believe that nobody else can do it. You know, I honestly believe that.
What's it going to take for you to not feel that way? Or do you not know?
We're almost there.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're there. Listen, the UFC can live without me. Absolutely 100%. The dude who started fucking McDonald's is gone. Dave Thomas is gone.
Do you want to live without the UFC?
Not now. Not right now, I don't. But I know what I want to do. I still know it needs to be done. You know? And once I do that, I'm pretty comfortable with saying okay, you know, and I have to be aligned with the Fertitta brothers too. You know, I can't get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm out of here. Thanks, guys, I'm leaving. You know, you know, we're partners and
well, you mentioned the casino business.
Huh?
You mentioned the casino business as a possible transition.
Yeah. How many years is that in your mind?
Huh?
How many years is that where you think you'd be comfortable with that idea?
Still 7 or 8 years.